Tonight, the major headline after that unprovoked and deadly attack at a bus stop. A young couple coming home from a wedding, the young man stabbed in the heart and killed. Tonight, the suspect is now under arrest, and what we've now learned. ABC's Trevor Ault in Brooklyn.
Tonight, 18-year-old Brian Dowling led into a police car in handcuffs.
Brian, why'd you do it?
Charged with murder with depraved indifference.
Brian, what did you do?
He's accused of killing a 31-year-old man sitting at a bus stop with his girlfriend. They had just left a wedding. That victim was Ryan Carson, a well-known social activist who helped fight poverty and addiction in the community, and authorities say it was a random attack. This surveillance video key to the case, allegedly showing Dowling in the black sweatshirt walking past Carson and his girlfriend, Dowling then allegedly threatening Carson, who puts himself between the attacker and his girlfriend. Backing away, Carson trips over that bus stop bench and is stabbed multiple times.
The knife pierces Mr. Carson's heart, causing his death.
Today, detectives were searching Dowling's home near the crime scene when sources tell ABC News Dowling showed up. He was taken into custody without incident. Investigators finding a black sweatshirt matching the one in the video and a knife that's now being tested.
Today we are launching the No OD New York campaign. Together we can end overdose deaths.
Ryan Carson dedicated his life to social causes, starting that No OD New York campaign after his best friend died in 2016.
He had a bounce in his step, and you could see him coming from a mile away.
Hannah Holden worked with him and says his drive to help others made him larger than life.
When you met him, you loved him. You wanted to be near him. You wanted to be more like him.
I want to start this video with a beautiful quote, if I may be so bold. Do not cast your pearls. If you got a beautiful pearls, do not cast them before swines. May they rend you. If you got something of value, a pig in his nature is not going to appreciate something so beautiful, because a pig eats anything. A pig lives in a trough. I remember when I was young and I went to the farm, and that's what stopped me eating pork for a while, and I would put all this garbage onto the field, and the pig just ate it up. Even when you threw it on dung, the pig had no soul. The pig would even eat the food of the dung. And I thought, my gosh, no wonder the Bible says don't touch swine flesh. They are lost. No animals are dirtier than a pig. No animals. Are dirty than a pig. However, which brings me quite beautifully to the subject. Talk about your nature is lost in filth. This beautiful white brother, all he wanted to do was to make the world a better place. And he was an avid supporter of Black Lives Matter. But if this beautiful white angel, who's no longer with us, if he knew the psychology of the black race, he would still be alive today, because he wouldn't be in that area to begin with. He would see blacks killing blacks and are quiet about it. He would see black and black murders and nothing. He would see black people refusing to support black business. Look, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it, okay? I had health problems and I'm waiting for the result. And the symptom, it's not really good. I tell you something now, it was white people that looked after me. It was white people, not one black person, not one. He even said, you know something, you've been ill in bed for weeks and my bills were piling up. Not one black person. This black woman, I even helped her build her business online on Zoom. I helped her build her business, and she said, oh, she would support me. No, she didn't. She took all my advice and she disappeared. It took white people to look after me while I was unwell. Not one black person apart from my own blood family. Right? So if this beautiful Ryan had knew what he was up against, he would still be alive today. This hoodlum, this thug, do you know something? Mindless, like a pig in a trough, like a pig. Do not recognize value or worth. They will kill you and stab you. I said in a video only yesterday and 2 days ago, you support these thugs and tomorrow night you will be their next victim. They're like pigs. They have no soul, no heart. You love them and protect them, and tomorrow night you will be their victim. As in Carson. Beautiful Ryan Carson. Beautiful soul. Beautiful. And they said, you know something in an article in the Daily Mail, Brooklyn activist Ryan Thoresen Carson would feel sorry for this violent teenager who stabbed him. He would feel sorry for him. He would be a snowflake and a liberal and woke. He would feel sorry for this teenager that resulted in his death. I don't know how to emphasize my disgust. You can see why white people are frustrated. Black people are frustrated with black people because all we do is look at Dr. Omar Johnson, hustle each other, lie to each other. We follow the likes of Brother Polite, who ended up having an affair with a 13-year-old. This is a black mindset. No wonder we become Muslims. No wonder with Muhammad marrying a 5-year-old. We have that mindset. We follow filth. And when we find something good, we kill it. It's our nature. When we find something positive, we don't want to know the devil in us, the demon in us. We don't want to know anything that is light and beautiful. We have to kill it. Because our nature is destructive and dysfunctional. And I wonder if Ryan Carson was still around, if he knew what was going to happen to him, would he have had this woke, liberal, apologetic nature to these hoodlums, these thugs that listen to grind music, celebrating taking another human life? Black people celebrating killing black people. And that's the reason why I changed in my videos. As I said, when I became unwell, no black person cared. They pretend I never knew. And that woke me up when I was in hospital. No black person cared. It was the white devil, quote unquote, that looked after me. It was the white devil that couldn't do enough for me. And soon the same thing will happen to you. Oh, I didn't know I was going to be this angry in this video. Somebody told me to cover this subject, and I wasn't sure. And I thought, let me research it. And the more I research it, the more I fell in love with his white brother. He had no hate in his heart. He didn't want to stab anybody. He didn't want to kill anybody. You know, yet someone took, this black thug took his life. took his life for no motive whatsoever, no motive other than when you see a pig in a trough. They have no soul, no nature. And that's the reason why you don't see me living in black neighborhoods. Because they want to stab me too. You know, the hate that is in the black community, whether we like it or not, is a fact, which is why we can't build no goddamn business. The devil in us is alive and kicking. Do not give your pearls before swines. May they render it. When you look at that verse, you begin to realize the importance and the spiritual definition of what it really means. You can't awaken dead zombies. You can't. Not even giving them salt can wake them up. They're lost. And if you try to help them, they will end up killing you, like what happened to Ryan Carson. And that's why now I'm just targeting positive black people. That's all I'm interested in. And exposing this. Nobody will expose the rotten core in the black community and why our relationship stinks. Nobody will expose it. But after my illness and seeing black people for what they really like, oh, there's some fire ready. Some fire.